Hello, my loves. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome into this reading for the new moon in Aquarius. This reading is guidance from January 31st until February 5th. My guidance is based off of each quarter moon phase, and I do it based on when the moon actually moves into the sign. So the moon moved into Aquarius today, and the new moon is either happening tomorrow early in the morning, or if you're on the West Coast, it's happening tonight. And we are going to be giving guidance for this entire week until the moon moves into Taurus, which will be on the 6th, but the quarter moon doesn't happen until later in the week. But this is guidance for the week from the 31st to the 5th. So if you're new to my readings, hello, welcome in. If you're not new, hello, welcome back. We're using the sacred tools of the cards here. I like to say that we're playing a card game with the universe. We're playing a card game with our guides. So as I go through this process, whatever you go to for guidance in yourself or outside of yourself, that's what I want you to think of when we're talking about these things. So if I say your guides are telling you, perhaps to you that's God, or perhaps to you that's an angel, or an ancestor, or your higher self, please use whatever terms work for you. This works regardless of your spiritual, religious, agnostic backgrounds. This is really how we're playing kind of this game with the universe, where we set the intention to receive guidance that's aligned with our highest good and the highest good of all. And my goal here is to really guide you back to the wise, instinctive knowing that exists within yourself. So as I show you the cards, and as I interpret the cards for you, my guidance for you is to actually pay attention to what's coming up for you. The visions, the thoughts, the synchronicities, the connections that you're making as the cards relevant to you come up. That's really very important. I always recommend watching readings with a notebook so that you can not only write down what's coming through from the cards, what's coming through from the reader, but also what's coming through for you, because ultimately no tool outside of ourselves is more accurate for ourselves than us. So that's my goal, is to help guide you back to that inner knowing. We set the intention again here just to receive guidance that's aligned with our highest good and highest good of all. You're going to be watching for your astrological sun sign. And you can also get extra clarity with your moon and your rising sign. You can skip to those parts if you want to, or you can watch the whole thing and kind of do what's called cross-watching, which is kind of watching for other people in your life, other signs that you might be interacting with at work or at home or in your family or friend life. And you can kind of see energetically what's going on for them too, because guidance can come through. The energies don't really play with time the way that we know time, so they know that you're going to tune into this, even if it's after the fact that I'm recording this, and they know if you have questions and need support with other people in your life as well. So that information will come through if you're looking for it. If you don't know what your sun sign is, there's a video tutorial in this description. It's only a 5-minute video. It'll take you less than 5 minutes to enter in the information after you watch the video, and you'll have all of your information. You want to watch for your moon and your rising or your ascending sign for extra information. We're going to be doing the traditional spread here, so I am going to draw one card for 4 of the signs, and then I will clarify that card with the for each sign, and then we'll move on. So we're going to start with what I call the final signs of the zodiac. The final signs of the zodiac are the Sagittarians, the Capricorns, the Aquarians, and the Pisces. So we're starting with the final 4 because that is the phase that we are celebrating, and then we'll go to the first 4, which is Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. And then we'll end with I like to call them the full 4, the fullest expressions of their elements. That is Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. So if you haven't already, put yourself in a place where you're comfortable, where you feel like this is a special moment for you to really tap into your guides. Maybe even just taking a deep breath if that helps you. Maybe even going to grab a cup of tea or your favorite hot beverage, and allowing yourself to kind of settle into the space. Like I said, I do recommend watching these with a journal, but it is not necessary. And then you can set whatever intention you have. So if there's some guidance you're looking for support with receiving, just hold that wish in your mind, in your heart, and whoever it is that you speak to. Again, it could be God, it could be Goddess, it could be angels, it could be ancestors, it could be fairies, it could be your star family, it could be mythological creatures, it could be your higher self, it could just be source, you could just be like, I'm willing to see where this goes even though I don't really believe in any of this. All of that's fine. You're still going to get your messages. I'm just taking deep breaths to center myself, to tap into all y'all's energies. Yes, and before I do want to let you guys know about my service that I have. It's only $11.11 a month. I do readings based on the solar shifts, and that is the shifts from one astrological sign to another astrological sign. So right now we're in the season of Aquarius, and we are celebrating all things Aquarian. The readings are based on the Aquarian energy, and they're organized based on where Aquarius shows up in your chart. So although you might not have your sun in Aquarius or your moon or your rising, you may have Aquarius in one of the planets for yourself. That is how the readings are organized. And if you have no Aquarius elements in your chart, as I don't, there's a reading for you called, it's like the background focus. So there's a reading guaranteed every month, and you may have more than one planet in an astrological sign. So there may be more than one reading for you every month. They're released right before the solar shifts happen, and you can sign up at devotedandvulnerable.com/services. There's also a video to kind of tell you about the services called the Solar Overview if you want to learn more before you jump in. Okay, now speaking of jumping in, let's jump into the guidance that's coming through for our final signs of the zodiac. Happy birthday to my beautiful Aquarians. Let's find out what general advice is coming through for the Sagittarians, the Capricorns, the Aquarians, and the Pisces. Here is the card. So I had 3 other cards fall out, so I'm just going to double check and, oh no, that doesn't make sense. Never mind. Never mind. Forget I said anything. Let me double check and see if this is the... Is this the card for the final signs? Is there any other card for these signs? Okay. Perfect. So here is your card. Oh, come on, camera. Oh, my camera didn't refresh, so I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see my card. Oh, I feel sad. Okay. Well, here's your card. The card says, ironically, it says the perfection of your life, even though I'm experiencing what I feel like is not perfection in this moment in time. Let me see if I can just restart this whole baby. I am going to get to the card reading for this and say what it is that's coming through for this card. It's the number 30, so the number 30 might show up in your life. Let's put it there so you can see it. Y'all, my entire computer shut down today and broke. So I'm in my old setup that I had, and this isn't working either. But Mercury's still retrograde, so that might have something to do with it. Here is your message, final signs of the zodiac for this week. Have you ever seen a storm pictured from above? It can appear to be so beautiful and elegant. This is certainly different to the ground view, which can be a quite violent experience. So too, there is great beauty in your life right now. However, at this point in the natural process, you may be experiencing it as anxiety-inducing rather than beautiful. You may sense it as internal chaos. You may feel it as something that is waiting to erupt from within, as a restlessness or an anxiety that you can't quite articulate, but sense vaguely nonetheless. Perhaps the chaos is fully fledged, and a person or situation in your life is causing all kinds of havoc, upheaval, and change or uncertainty in your world. Whether the chaos seems subtle or strong, internal or external, this oracle brings the same message for you. You are currently enduring a cosmic spiritual storm which is having an impact on you. It is clearing things out, ruffling feathers, and preparing you for the lovely, super fresh, uplifting feeling that one experiences after the storm has finally passed. If you have your moon or your rising in one of the other signs, and after the storm card shows up in one of those, this message is considered amplified for you. If you cannot believe that there's anything happen, even at a subtle level, because you feel stuck, denied, bored, thwarted, or stale, this oracle brings you a message also. No matter what appears to be true, in truth there is only the unfolding creative genius of the universe. You are not forgotten. You have not been looked over. You have not been denied, found wanting, or rejected as unworthy. The storm that needs to erupt is in your own heart. Do a liberating rain dance, rage, weep, pray, dance, paint, or sing. Express whatever is needed, however is needed, to exercise the blocked energy of your heart. Then you will call on the powerful perfection of your life path as it aligns for the next creative turn of the spiral of life. Once again, you will trust and directly experience the flower of life unfolding within you and around you. All right, so let's get our clarifying cards here for Sagittarius. Saggies. Cappies. Is this the Aquarians? And last but not least, the Pisces. Is this top card Pisces? Is this bottom card also Pisces? Okay, so Sagittarian, the clarification for this perfect storm, or the perfection of your life card, is the Seven of Earth. Again, I'm sorry my extra camera isn't working here. I'll try it once more, but nope, it is not live. Receiving the fruits of your labor, seeds well planted, seeing the results. Okay, so Sagittarian, this is really a message for you that you have done the work, that you have planted the seeds, that you have done, you have put into motion that which you have been waiting to receive and wanting to receive, and that the universe is gifting you the fruits this week, during this new moon phase, during this new moon energy that we're celebrating. And you're going to really be able to see the perfection of your life. You're going to be able to see how the storm that you felt like you've been in for a really long time, it feels like, Sag, you're going to be able to see that you have come out the other end of that storm, and there's this freshness, and there's just kind of a reaping what you sowed energy to you, and you're really going to be experiencing some beautiful things this week when it comes to the universe and your external circumstances, like really showing up for you. Earth is the sign of the material, so this is a material influence that you have, so it's likely that physical things are going to be showing up for you to validate the seeds that you have sown. All right, my beautiful Capricorns, you got the Six of Earth. And I'm sorry, is this backwards for you guys? It might be backwards for you guys. If it is, I'm really sorry. It might be. Anyway, gifts of time, money, and resources, new career, paying off debts. So yeah, this is talking about how the storm is really helping you pay these debts off. The storm is giving you a gift of new energy coming in, new money coming in, really allowing yourself to receive gifts of time, resources, and money. And this storm that you've been experiencing has been a necessary part of this unfolding for you, of this reception for you. So that is really the energy that's coming through for me, Capricorn, for you. You're getting what you have, you're going to be receiving. It's a little bit similar to the Sagittarian card, and it's the 6 and the 7 of Earth. And it's really about new energy coming into your space, new time, new money. These resources are results of the storm that has had to really kind of clear things up for you in order to move you toward the newness. And the card is also just reminding you that there's perfection in the unfolding. And as you are receiving this new time and resources and money, this newness in your life, just remember the perfection and how everything does always work out for the best, and see if you can hold on to that as you move forward in your life, especially in this year, to really anchor yourself into that knowledge that there is a perfection and divine timing happening in your life and unfolding for you. Aquarians, here is your clarifier card. It's the 8 of Water, the desire to move on, searching for deeper meaning, divorce or breakup. So this isn't telling you that something's coming that you don't already know is coming. Again, that's why I talk about the wise instinctive knowing within you. So I'm not casting any spells. I'm not saying that something's going to happen, but it may be something that's already been in your space and in your energy field, Aquarius, and you might just kind of be ready to face that, to see that, to admit it. And it might have been quite a storm for you to get through. This relationship might be shaking things up, and it's just trying to let you know that it's no longer serving you. It's trying to get you into this boat so that you can go to new experiences, new perspectives, new awarenesses. He's rowing away from his past that's been holding him back. And it might be a person, it might be a relationship with a substance, it might be a relationship at work, all sorts of relationships that we have in our lives that we can divorce and break up with, even friends. But it is saying that whatever has felt stormy to you, whoever has been causing the storms in your life, it is likely that that is the area of your life that you are going to be rowing away from once the storm passes, or even, as you navigate through the storm, Aquarius. And my Pisces, you guys got the Sun card. This is so freaking beautiful for you guys. I love it. This card is about happiness, joy, confidence, bright ideas that lead to success, and optimism. So that is your focus this week. You are experiencing the sun shining on you. The storm really has passed already. It's like, the dark clouds have parted and the sun is coming through, and you're really celebrating your freshness. The light after the dark, right? That really feels like that energy, and you're playing in it, and you're just confident, and you really have seen the truth of the perfection of your life. This card also talks about the Flower of Life pattern, which is actually on my little organite here. So you might want to look up the Flower of Life pattern. This is for everybody, but apparently specifically for Pisces, because this is when it's coming up to mention it. The Flower of Life pattern is very healing geometry. If you want to look at it, draw it, work with it, it can definitely help you to deepen your understanding of showing you my beautiful citrine and nothing else. All right, let's pull the main card, general theme for the first signs of the zodiac. This is Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. What is, there you go, right here, very quick. Okay, the number is 21. And the card says, beyond the mind, the heart beats. Let's read the message for you. In the chaos of modern life and the constant fluctuations of our minds, it can be difficult to remember that a sublime sanctuary lives within. Yet it is always there. Beneath the ceaseless activity, there is endless vastness of spaciousness that restores and connects us to something greater, something that exists outside of time. Some might call it eternity. Within that sanctuary, sacred sound is felt rather than heard. That sacred sound is actually the reverberating heartbeat of the entire universe. Your own heart's rhythm sounds within the general universe heartbeat. The totality of life, all of your being, can be felt as one through listening to and feeling for the sacred sound of the heart beating within you. It is through this heartbeat that we experience a love that is more than presence, preference, or attachment. It is a love that inspires, energizes, and moves us to create, even beyond what we once thought was possible. Your love for life, the need to feel alive and express yourself, and quest for that which is truly fulfilling, these are the sacred urges that rebel against fear and promote passion for being alive. They flow through your blood and can be felt through the beating of your heart. The Oracle has a message for you. There is a way of the mind which can make mountains out of molehills, even if it thinks it's turning mountains into molehills. Then there is the way of the heart. It is subterranean and moves subtly beneath possible obstacles, intelligently swifting with exquisite sensitivity, sensing the way forward. Through dangerous pathways and responding to what is before it even occurs in the physical world. However, with the heart's intelligence, we cannot see and know in the same way that we do when we allow our mind to direct us. We have to be open to another way if we want to benefit from the innate intelligence of the heart. The mind sees, plans, and strategizes. The heart feels, responds, and intuits. When we walk the path of the heart, we must feel and respond rather than plan our way. It is a very different way to live and create. It is closer to the earth and to the source of life itself. It is not for those who are lacking in courage and trust, but you are not one of those. You are being asked to trust your heart and to drop into it. The mind is important, but it cannot supplement the heart. The role of the mind is to serve the truths of the heart. That is, to create the spacious chamber of receptiveness into which the sacred rhythm of the heartbeat can resound. This oracle comes with guidance for you. Deep within, you know what to do, and you know what is true. It matters not whether the mind and its plans seem to agree with your inner sense. Your willingness to trust your heart and to rebel against fear will serve you well. Let your heart lead you. Be sure of your faith and trust in what you feel. Your head and heart have been in conflict at times over the course of your life. This has brought you struggles and sometimes deep suffering. However, this oracle brings you the message that a truce will soon be declared, and the appropriate outcome of the mind waving the white flag of surrender is imminent. Soon, if not already, you will finally be feeling that your heart is leading you. You will feel that your mind is learning to follow the guidance of your heart rather than trying to be out front, seeing and sorting everything out in advance in order to be safe. What a relief to let go of this old way. Your mind can become more relaxed and trusting. If there will be a period of adjustment as you get used to living without such foresight, but with much insight, wisdom, and energy in the present moment to create. If you are finding that you cannot plan or strategize as you once did, or you feel that you know less than you have ever known before about where you are heading and how you are supposed to get there, then this oracle comes as confirmation that these are healthy signs of a shift from head to heart. You are not proceeding in error. You are exactly where you are meant to be, doing exactly what you are meant to be doing. You are now in a position that is more powerful than ever because you are allowing yourself to be guided by your heart, a heart that beats in harmony with the heart of all existence. Your affairs are now in accord with love, and no matter what may appear to be at times, all is unfolding according to a greater love, you included. What a beautiful message. Let's get clarity for Aries. Looks like Aries and Taurus came out together. This is top card Aries. This is next card Taurus. Let's get clarity for the Geminis. Sorry, Geminis. Totally spaced on you. And Cancers. Oh. Is it this top card? Is it this bottom card? All right, my first signs of the zodiac. You guys are doing great. Queen of Water, Aries. Unconditional love, emotional harmony, lighthearted, patient, fun-loving, let yourself laugh. I love this card for you, Aries. I love that it is so very reminiscent of this card. Like, she's more meditating, right? And she's just laughing. She's loving life. She really is following her heart, and it is opening her up. The water is the element of emotions, and this is the queen of emotions, and you really are stepping into the feelings of your heart and trusting where they're guiding you and allowing yourself to express the joy and the laughter and the fun that is in your heart to express, to create, to bring into this world, Aries. And it really feels like you are stepping into that this week. Taurus, you guys got the Strength card. So this is a girl getting close with a lion. And again, sorry about my camera not working, my friends. But this card talks about a deep inner strength, courage, trusting your power, and being vulnerable. So vulnerability comes from the heart. The heart is a very vulnerable place, especially when we are tapping into it, expressing it, allowing our deep strength of feeling and knowing and insight to guide us, as this card is talking about. That takes strength. You have the strength. It takes courage. You have the courage. And it is providing you this deep inner knowing that is connecting you with your own vulnerability and the knowledge that that vulnerability makes you strong instead of weak. That is what you are realizing this week, Taurus, and what you are experiencing this week. Gemini, you guys got the High Priestess. I love this card. I love it for you. She is saying, trust your intuition, have patience, silence, and honoring the mystery. So a lot of times we can't hear what's going on in our hearts if we don't get silent. There is, as this card is talking about, the sound of our own inner heartbeat is more felt than it is heard. And this is the same with your heart's desires. They're more felt than they are heard. So you have to get silent. You have to let the mind so that you can go into the heart and really feel what's there, be present with what's there, and just allow yourself to be patient with this process. It might be this week that you want things to be moving faster than they are, my beautiful Geminis, and this card is just saying, have patience, be quiet, go within, find that heartbeat, and feel into your feelings. Let your feelings guide you on this path this week, my beautiful Geminis. And then my awesome Cancers, here is your card. You guys got the Balance card. It's a guy in a unicycle. And the card talks about moderation, self-control, compromise, and seeking harmony. So it feels like this is the balance between your mind and your heart that you're finding this week. It also feels like there is some harmony that your heart is really wanting to seek. Like, so wherever there's disharmony in your life and in your heart, my beautiful Cancers, it would be helpful for you to check into that this week and allow yourself to seek harmony there. It feels like your hearts are really wanting that, especially if it comes to like family relations, because as a Cancer sign, you are very family oriented and focused, even if you may not be aware of that fact about yourself. And when there's disharmony, especially in the family realm, this can really cause your heart to hurt. And so follow what your heart wants and what your heart knows is true for it, and allow yourself to seek that harmony, and allow there to be balance from the stories that this is telling and the desires that this is speaking to you. And again, it's more speaking to you through feeling rather than through sounds or words. Like the mind speaks to you through sounds and words, but the heart speaks to you through feelings and knowings that are coming through. So pay attention to those knowings, Cancers. Let them lead you. They will lead you to balance. They might show you where it will help you to compromise, and they might show you where it is where you are able to find this harmony. All right, first signs of the zodiac, that is your reading. And we are moving on to the full signs of the zodiac. This is the last reading I will do today. So this is for the Leos, the Virgos, the Libras, and the Scorpios. So let's find out what your general message is, my beautiful full signs of the zodiac. I love the fullness you bring to this astrological journey. Is it this top card? Is it this bottom card? Wow, it's the bottom card. Usually it is not. Ahaha. Oh. After the storm. This card came up in our reading last week for the quarter moon in Scorpio. So let's read from the book what it says. It's the first card in the deck. And this card is very similar to the card that the final signs got. There is a thunderstorm about. It is either headed your way or just passing through. Don't make a thunderstorm mean more than what it is, though. You don't have to fear it. You might even feel excitement about it. After all, a thunderstorm is nature's way of gathering energy together that needs to be released. With a release of tension, relief and freedom soon follow. Often with a fresh perspective and perhaps the gift of a promising, hopeful vision for your future. Perhaps the particular storm building within or around you is causing you to quake in your boots. It might be a storm of building emotions threatening to erupt or already exploding seemingly beyond your conscious control. You might feel an uncomfortable sense of emotional or psychological pressure within, and if something doesn't happen and soon, you fear you might just burst. You may also sense that these forces are operating beyond your control, and you would be right. There is in life and in the creative process a need to allow for wild storms. There will be those precious moments of peace beforehand and the release and revitalization that follows. Yet the storm in the middle is essential. It is a natural part of the creative process. Without this building and releasing of energy, we would suffer from boredom and stagnancy. You may prefer the excitement of the storm or the fresh, open feeling that accompanies its clearing. You may also find it comforting to be faced with the power of something in which you can only participate, rather than control. Either way, the storm wisdom offers you the gift of bringing things to a head and clearing them away so that the energy can be freed from a pattern that has had its day and is ready to become something new. Sometimes the pressures that fuel the storms of our lives have been building for a long time without us being fully aware of it. It might be pressure from our own minds, creating unnecessary burdens upon us, such as the burdens of fear or self-doubt. It could be pressure to appear a certain way or to fight against life out of a mistaken belief that it is necessary for survival. Sometimes the pressure is little more than the impossible dream of perfection and the need to gently, or even with great dramatic flourish, cast that away so that you can dare to be what you are and create from your heart. Even if you are not sure what the storm is about, don't lose confidence in your ability to bear its progression until you are safely on the other side of the experience. Even amongst the chaos of change and in moments of anxiety, know that you have so much light and trust in your heart that you can see the storm is but a passing process and nothing that need worry you. If you can't sense the storm yet, this oracle is a portent for you. The storm is coming, and you can, if you wish, feel the beautiful, exhilarating gift of it, as you are empowered to cast aside what has been and receive the gifts of a fresh, new take on things. Your confidence is to remain intact. Whatever is happening or soon will happen in your life, this storm of sorts is transformational and supportive for your growth. It is going to clear away cobwebs and free you, open you, to new creative energy and life. Remember that there can be no rainbows without a little rain. This oracle is also confirmation that if you have been praying for help, your prayers have been heard, and the creative intelligence of our universe is responding to you, stepping in and shaking things up so that situations can be sorted out according to a greater wisdom. So let go, hold on only to your inner self, and allow everything else to be cleansed in this sacred storm. I love that. All right, let's get a little bit of clarity for my full signs of the zodiac. Leo, let's find out what is your clarifier. Is this the Leo card? Is this the Virgo card? Is this the Leo? Virgo. And let's find out what's going on for the Libras. There you are, Libra. And Scorpio, where are you at? Where are you at, my Scorpios? Okay, all right. Is it this card? Is it this card? Okay, none of those. Scorpios. Probably just because I said it like that, right? Scorpios? Giving you some flack. Alright, where's the Scorpio energy here? Show me the Scorpio card. Is it this top card? Is it also this bottom card? Right, so my beautiful Leos, you guys got the Knight of Water. He is searching for love, romance is in the air, falling in love, proposals, and the need to get grounded. So perhaps what's coming to a head is helping move things forward in your romantic life, either with a partner or with your love for life. So as you are bearing the storm and its progression, know that there is this beautiful knight just waiting to get to you after the storm has passed so that they can propose this new love, this new relationship, this new romance. And also just need to get grounded, so allow yourself to really do some grounding practices, whether that's burning sage, whether that's using essential oils, whether that's going out and putting your feet in the earth, which I know this time of year is not really that easy, and could be harmful for the little toesies, for those of us who are in the cold areas. So just do whatever you do to ground, but allow yourself to stay grounded. That's just the message here, especially through this storm, and know that there is this knight wanting to bring you love on the other side of it. All right, Virgos, you guys got the Ace of Water. I love this card. New love, enhanced intuition, new home. So storm is really helping bring about more intuition for you. Perhaps there is something that you haven't been able to tap into intuition-wise. Perhaps this ability of your intuitive senses are growing through whatever storm is. It's like you're as you learn to navigate the storm, you're also activating your intuition. It's like a new way for you to understand how your intuition is guiding you, the little nudges, the little whisperings that you hear, perhaps as they guide you through this storm. You are going to really tap into the enhanced intuition ability that you have. And there's also new love and new home. So very similar to the Leo card, there might be this new person or this new space to live or just this new energy in those areas of your life with a partner and in your home, that this storm is really helping to bring this fresh energy to you so that you can really clear some things that are wanting to move and are ready to be moved for you. All right, my beautiful Libras, you guys got the King of Water. So water, water, water. Harness spiritual gifts, stable, wise, supportive, acting from controlled emotion and intuition rather than instinct. So as you go through this storm, it's returning you to your spiritual tools, whatever you call your spiritual tools. Spiritual, again, just means however you connect with the guidance that is available to you, whether it's within yourself or outside of yourself, and whatever name you give it. This is really telling you to use those tools. Like for me, the cards are my tools, and my meditation is my tools, and my tapping is my tool, and my journaling is my tool, but you might have different tools. So go to your tools to help you to process what's going on so that you can maybe write down or process through some of the instinctual reactions, like maybe even a yoga practice where you can move out the energy of reaction, where you just kind of like want to react to the storm and fight against it perhaps, or like go out in the middle of it and try to be a hero or something like that, right? Whereas you just go to your spiritual tools, you go back within yourself, you harness the spiritual gifts that you have, and you let them bring you back to your own intuitive understanding of what truly is happening so that you're not reactive. That's really what this card is talking about for you, Libras. And last but not least, my Scorpios, you did not follow the water pattern. Of course you didn't. You got the Two of Fire. It is achievement, courage, personal power, and you are on your way. So this storm is really clearing the way for you with just power, courage, achievement. You are on the right path. You are really celebrating yourself as you are stepping onto perhaps a new journey or furthering a journey that you've already been on, but that has opened up. It's like what I'm seeing is like the storm brewing, when it clears, like a path that you never saw before is open, and it's very aligned with what it is that you've been asking for. So it's helping you like have the person know that your personal power is really strong to ask for things in your life and to see them unfold for you. Again, what I'm hearing specifically is that, you know, if you've been praying for this to happen, Scorpio, there is a storm that's coming about to help you to move you on your way and to give you courage, right? That you can bear the storm's progression. And on the other side of it, this guy's like throwing paper up in the air. He's just so excited. He's achieving what his dreams. He knows that he's on the right path and he's moving forward. And that is your energy for this week, my beautiful Scorpios. So that is the reading for the new moon in Aquarius. Happy birthday again to the Aquarians. Happy new moon to all of us, wherever Aquarius shows up or doesn't in our charts. Thank you so much for rolling with my technical difficulties, and I am so appreciative of you. I'm sending you so much love, and as always, Namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors the universal light within you. Namaste.